Hi, hello, namaste. This is Srijit Bakshi from Kolkata, India. We all know that today the human population has been through one of the greatest crises ever recorded in human history. And while some countries are coming out of this lockdown situation, for some countries the situation is getting even worse, and there is not a star of hope in the dark horizon. We have faced many great losses in these hard times. The economy has been crippled. And we all know that even if we eradicate this coronavirus from the face of the earth, our lives won't be the same for the next few years as it was before the lockdown began. Along with all its drawbacks, this pandemic has taught us a very little but important lesson that we humans, the ever dominating human race, is a part of this life cycle on earth. And if any life form tries to overpeer over another life form, then the system has its own ways to limit this life form from overpeering over another. By personifying nature, I don't mean that there is a superpower which is trying to limit us by this pandemic, but I want to mean that if we don't follow the ways of nature, then this nature system has its own way of limiting us. There's not one person controlling this whole system. In the recent decades, the human race has crossed all boundaries of non-cooperation with nature, and as a result, it is making life impossible for a few organisms or some species every year, and they're going extinct. According to world news, these animals whom we have been limiting for all these years have breathed a sigh of relief in this lockdown, and in some places these animals have come out of their shrunken habitats and occupied some places where we humans used to dwell before the lockdown very freely and happily. After most of the factories and automobiles in the world have come to a halt, the atmosphere, hydrosphere and the biosphere have been rejuvenating themselves in their own ways. But how long do you think this break will last for those animals and the atmosphere and the biosphere and the total earth? I doubt that it won't last more than 6 months after lockdown gets over. We might be very happy lockdown is going to end soon, because we can't spend our life just sitting at home and doing nothing, but it's sort of something. But note my word, after re-establishment of normal working conditions almost throughout the world, for somewhat normal working conditions, within a week, the air quality index, AQI and SPM, that is suspended particulate matter, in the air will increase drastically, and it will soon become somewhat like before the lockdown. I'll give you an example. In a city in our country, India, in the northern part, the Himalayas could have been seen for after 30 years. 30 years before the people could see Himalayas from their city, but due to this bad air quality, for 30 years it was invisible to them, and after 30 years they have been able to see the Himalayas for the last few weeks. And please know my word, I don't think these people will enjoy this facility more than 5 to 6 months, max to max. Don't take me wrong, I don't want to justify that humans should stay in lockdown for the betterment of nature, but I want to stress on the fact that after lockdown ends, we have to take necessary steps by which we can maintain this good condition of our environment, our surroundings, and we can prolong it throughout as long as we humans live on the earth. Now I think I've spent this much time in the foreword to make you all understand the graveness of the situation, so I shall now cut to the chase. I shall go to the main point of my discussion today. Today, 21st May 2020, I would like to announce the inauguration of Prowl of Nature, a non-profit nature-saving and friendly organization which will work to maintain peaceful coexistence between human race and the environment. When I first thought about Prowl of Nature, I was 13 and now I'm 16. Through these years, I've been seeing my green suburb being turned into a cluster of tall houses without a spot of green in between them. In fact, my house is one of the last houses with gardens remaining in my neighborhood. I'm pretty sure that my suburb is not alone. Like this, many suburbs have been destroyed in the developing countries of the world, who are innumerable in number. For the squirrel, civet cats, and the small suburb mongooses, my house, my garden is a safe haven for them, but I don't beat them or make them run away. I'm very sad that people have just tortured them so much that there are very few of them left, and I doubt that how many more years they will survive in our suburb. If I come to the world scenario, there has been indiscriminate logging, cutting of trees, deforestation in all of the rich forests of the world. In past few years, we have seen the violent wildfires of the Amazon and Australian forests, which has destroyed not just trees, but precious wildlife. It's sad to say that some countries of the world have allowed oil drilling and mining in the forests, in spite of knowing that many species of plants, animals, insects, amphibians, reptiles, and what more are endemic to these forests. So now I want to announce that Prowl of Nature's main objective will be to make our neighborhoods greener, so that those trees of the forest who are being tortured so much don't have to take the pressure of absorbing carbon dioxide and decreasing pollution of the world. We need to heal the world. We need to make it just good enough for survival of humans as well as other species of birds, animals, insects, amphibians, reptiles, and of course plants. We need to make the air clean enough so that we don't need air filters in big cities and mega cities of the world. I've come to the point how we are going to achieve this objective. With attaining these objectives, we will have a few people of Prowl of Nature in every neighborhood who will protect the trees in those neighborhoods. They'll plant more trees, plant saplings, and also protect the small, I'm going to say the animals, the strays, like cats, dogs, birds, every animal that visits their neighborhood. And the neighborhood should be a safe place for them. No one should torture them there. We need to take care of that. Prowl of Nature will just be a neighborhood-based organization which will run on people who come and join us from every neighborhood around the world. Now, a very important thing. Until lockdown ends in most places of the world, or in most countries of the world, we won't start our tree planting projects and nature saving projects around the world. We will keep them at halt. After lockdown ends, we will set up our roadmap about how we are going to do these activities, and that will be in collaboration with all members of Prowl of Nature throughout the world. Now, during these periods, email is been mentioned in the description. Please send your ideas, pictures, stories, videos, songs relating on this ecosystem topic or nature saving topic, or our condition right now and the condition of the world at our email. And if you like them, then we'll surely share them on our website, social media. Another important thing, I want to tell you how to get into this Prowl of Nature. The first person joining Prowl of Nature from every neighborhood will be the temporary leader of Prowl of Nature in that neighborhood. Email address has been mentioned in the description. You just need to email your name, phone number if you want to give, and then your address. That's the most important. From your smallest location, I mean the suburb or the city you live in, to the country, that you should give us. For we need to create lists of people from smallest neighborhood to country. And after that, you will receive a reply. I promise I will send the reply within 2 weeks after you send the email. And in those emails, you will find further details what you have to do as a Prowl of Nature member. And I would also request scientists, conservationists, environmentalists to join Prowl of Nature and help us in setting up our roadmap so that we can together rejuvenate the earth. Now, I would like to address students from all around the world like me. Now, I want to tell you that you just need to give 3 to 4 hours a month to be a member of Prowl of Nature and have some contribution in saving the world. Yes, I want to assure you that you don't need to waste your valuable time and time for your studies and other activities to become a member of Prowl of Nature and save the earth. I just want to make you aware of our long-term plan. After we attain global cooperation, we have enough members from all around the world, we will go ahead for attaining a carbon negative earth. Yes, a carbon negative earth. That means that the carbon dioxide that is produced by automobile factories from all around the world the trees in this earth will absorb more carbon dioxide than is being released per year. The carbon dioxide absorbed doesn't need to be more, it just needs to be equal so that the environment doesn't get more polluted. We'll do other things that can reduce pollution. We will make collaboration with inventors who have invented such things which can help us rejuvenate the planet, and air cleaning technologies and water cleaning technologies. I mean water body cleaning technologies and other things. But first, after lockdown gets over, our main objective, our first objective, we can't go that far at the first. First, we have to start from neighborhood level. At first, we will plant trees and protect the small organisms that live in our neighborhood and are being tortured. Now, I wanna tell you something about the problems that animals around the world, not just animals, organisms around the world face, problems they face. Every year, more and more elephants and rhinos are being poached in Africa. They are reducing in number, and this is very fast. There are less than 30 great tuskers left in the world. Elephants whose tusks touch the ground if they bend their heads just a little bit. You can imagine how big their tusks are, and these poachers are after these, and we need to stop this sooner or later. In some places, markets selling meat and body products of wild animals are becoming very popular. The wild animals are facing great threat because of these markets. As the founder and general of Prowl of Nature, I promise that we will take necessary steps to protect these animals all around the world, and I'm sure this day will not be far away after we attain global cooperation. But for now, remember, don't just go out and plant trees and save the mood just now, because you will be in danger and falling into this COVID-19 disease. So I just want to tell you to stop these activities for now. Let us halt for some months, and then we will start a full-fledged action. For now, as I told you, you can send us creative ideas like songs and pictures, paintings, essays, small compositions, and other creative things related on this topic on which we are going to work after lockdown ends. And lastly, I want to talk about another factor, that is climate change. Melting of Antarctic ice and sea level rise are three factors which are tied in the same string. They have been disturbing our thoughts for the recent decades, and some coastal areas in low-lying countries are being submerged very fast. After lockdown ends, we can be a step closer from stopping these effects by just reducing these greenhouse gases content in the atmosphere. We need to reduce carbon dioxide, we need to reduce methane. These are the two main gases that make up the whole greenhouse gas content. We also have to reduce gases that break up the ozone layer, that is ozone depleting gases like CFC and other gases. Another very interesting thing I've noticed, that minors and young adults are more interested to do something about these topics than older people. So I want to assure all minors and young adults throughout the world, you will have the same position as older people in Prowl of Nature. You will never be demeaned. And actually, we, the younger generation, have to do the main field work in Prowl of Nature. It's our responsibilities to make the world suitable for living of us and our next generations. Now, next generation is a very wide concept. We are small, and we need to ensure that the Earth stays as it is now, or better, till the end of our lives, and that shall be continued through the next generations. That's a concept, right? Now, I'm extending my hand from Prowl of Nature, and this is a request to all those people around the world who have a sense of duty towards the ecosystem to extend their hand, and together we can make a world a better place to live and give back Earth all the things that we have taken from it, or just a part of the things that we have taken from it, and just a sense of duty, a thanksgiving towards the Earth. We shall rejuvenate it. Join Prowl of Nature, because it's time to protest. Join Prowl of Nature, because you have a will. Join Prowl of Nature, because where there's a will, there's a way. And join Prowl of Nature, because you wanna save the Earth. Now, I'm sitting in, you can see the winds are so ruffling, and I'm sitting in the middle of Cyclone Amphan, and it's getting nearer and nearer. So I just have to move from window side so that I don't get more wet. I'm still a bit wet. So goodbye for now. Our next video will be uploaded soon, and stay tuned to our channel and our social media accounts for more information regarding Prowl of Nature, and please join Prowl of Nature.